If you've got pain in your heels when you wake up in the mornings, try this one simple stretch every day. Before you get up, you sit on the edge of your bed, kick the knees straight, point the toes up towards you. So you're going to be feeling a stretch in the hamstrings and the calves into the bottom of the foot. Hold for about 5 seconds, release, and then come back and do it. Do this 10 to 15 times.
Most seniors never get to know this until it's too late. The sudden falls are the #1 reason they end up in the hospital, and this 10-second trick could prevent it. No expensive gear or intense workouts are needed. All you have to learn is just one move that instantly improves balance and confidence. We'll do it together in a sec. But first, I want to know, where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments. Because if this spreads far enough, we might actually save someone. And stick around, because there's a fun 7-day balance challenge waiting for you at the end. Number 1. Start here. Easy heel raise. You won't believe what just standing still can fix. It starts off so casually, holding the back of a chair, standing tall, nothing dramatic. But this simple movement, just lifting your heels and lowering them slowly, might be the one thing that changes how safely you walk.
The purpose of this exercise is to strengthen the calf and ankle muscles that give support to the foot and ankle. To perform this exercise, you want to stand on a flat surface with your feet shoulder width apart, making sure your feet are in proper alignment, in the toes straight forward, not turned outward or inward. Once your feet are in proper position, you may want to use your arms to help support and balance you on a stable surface, such as a countertop. Once you're here, you're going to gently raise up onto your toes or the balls of your feet, making sure to press equally through your toes. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds and then returning back slowly. I recommend doing this for 3 sets of 10 repetitions.
10. Slow, steady reps. That's it. No sweat, no strain. But what it's doing underneath the surface is something most people completely overlook. So the real question is, how can something so simple have such a big effect? The answer lies deep in your calf muscles. These aren't just muscles that look good in shoes. They do something critical. They power your walk, stabilize your ankles, and help you turn without toppling. Every time you rise on your toes and pause, then lower with control, your calves are working hard. And while you might not feel the burn, your body is taking notes. It's learning how to steady itself, how to stay firm when the floor is slick or the stairs are steep. But what if this small move could also help prevent falls altogether? Turns out it can. The Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy backs it up. Their study shows that calf exercises like this improve balance and cut down fall risks in older adults. And falling isn't just a tumble. It's often the first domino in losing freedom. So if one move could hold that domino back, wouldn't you want to know it? But here's the curveball. If something this light can help, what happens when you level it up? Now that's where things get interesting. Once those calf muscles are awake and active, you've got a golden window. They're ready for more. Adding just a little weight at this point isn't just about getting stronger. It actually speeds up the results. It pushes the muscles just enough to make noticeable progress faster. So you don't just maintain your balance, you improve it with every session. But now comes the next big question. How much weight is enough? And how do you add it without messing up the movement? That's the next step. A simple lift, a bit of added challenge, and your body begins to transform in ways you can actually feel. The easy heel raise, which started as just a quiet, steady move, has now become the foundation for building real, lasting strength. But now that your muscles are active, let's make them even stronger by adding just a little weight. This next step boosts your strength fast. Number 2. Add weight. Build more strength. You won't believe this, but just lifting your heels can actually make you walk better, climb stairs easier, and even stop you from falling. Because it's not just about the heel raise. It's what you do while lifting those heels that makes all the difference. So what's the trick?
Stand holding a pair of dumbbells and raise up onto the toes slowly. Perform the movement up and down in a slow and controlled fashion. To emphasize the inside aspect of the calf muscle, rotate the toes pointing outwards. To emphasize the outer part of the calf muscle, point the toes inwards and perform the exercise. It is best to perform the exercise in all three positions to strengthen the entire muscle.
Imagine holding something you already have at home. A backpack maybe, or a couple of water bottles. You hold it, stand tall, and lift your heels up slowly. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Nothing fast, nothing rushed, just pure control. Up, pause. Down. Over and over. And each time you do it, your legs, not just any legs, your lower legs, start to wake up and get stronger. But why does that matter? Here's why. Those lower leg muscles are your silent bodyguards. They're the ones that help you stay steady on stairs, keep you moving up a slope, and carry you farther when you're walking around. They catch you when the ground shifts, when your shoe hits the edge of a curb, when life throws you slightly off balance. So, making them stronger? That's a game changer. But still, why would just holding a few books or bottles while lifting your heels change so much? Now, here's the real clincher. This isn't just some hunch or internet trend. Harvard Health backs it. Real science. They say resistance exercises like this are one of the best ways for seniors to improve movement and, more importantly, prevent falls. Not fancy machines. Not heavy gym sessions. Just smart, simple resistance. And this heel lift with weight trick? It fits right in. So we circle back again. What do you use for that extra weight? That's your next move. Everyone's got something. Cans, bags, bottles. Doesn't matter what, as long as you can hold it safely and keep that slow, steady rhythm. It's not about going fast. It's about control. Every slow lift builds strength that shows up in everyday life. Walking, balancing, and standing tall. But now comes the next twist. If your balance feels off, there's a safer version that still builds strength while keeping you steady. Let's go. Number 3. Need help with balance? Try this safe version. You could lower your chances of falling by 30% without even breaking a sweat. Well, it's true. It's actually possible, and all it takes is a simple, safe exercise that anyone can do, especially seniors who might be starting to feel a little unsteady on their feet. But what's the catch? Why is this so simple, yet so powerful? The answer isn't as obvious as it seems. You stand near something solid, maybe a wall or a kitchen counter. Just lightly touch it for support. Then, you raise your heels slowly and lower them just as carefully. That's it. No crazy stretches. No jumping. No complicated moves. But if you think that's all there is to it, hold on. Because the real magic is hidden in the simplicity. It's not just about lifting your heels. It's about what happens when you make that tiny motion. Something in your body starts to shift. Your muscles, especially the ones in your legs, start waking up. The small stabilizing muscles that keep you balanced, the ones that tend to weaken as you get older, are getting a workout, without any risk involved. But why does this matter? This kind of exercise doesn't just strengthen your legs, it builds your confidence. It brings back control. It's not about pushing yourself beyond what feels safe. It's about building strength over time, in a way that's steady, safe, and sustainable. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a theory. A 2022 study published in Aging Clinical and Experimental Research showed that balance exercises like this can actually reduce the risk of falling in older adults by up to 30%. That's not a small number. In fact, it's a pretty big deal. But now, you might be wondering, why does such a simple exercise make such a huge difference? The key is that you're not trying to do too much too soon. You're not risking an injury by doing something too complicated. Instead, you're making small, consistent moves to strengthen your balance. And when you start building that strength, something even more powerful happens. You don't just get stronger, you get more confident. The more you practice, the less you'll feel the need to grab onto something for support. So, how do you make this even more effective? Well, here's the next twist. Once you've mastered raising both heels at the same time, you can challenge yourself further. Try doing it with one leg at a time. Instead of keeping both feet on the ground, you can raise just one heel, working each leg individually. You're doing great. Now, if you want to push yourself a little more, try working each leg on its own. It's a real balance booster. Number 4. One leg heel raise. Improve control. You might not think about it, but a small change in how you move can make a big impact on your balance and stability. There's an exercise that's so simple, you might overlook its power. It's called the one leg heel raise. You stand on one foot, raise your heel slowly, then lower it.
How many of these do you think you can do before fatiguing or losing balance? And by these, of course, I mean single leg heel raises. Because there is a number that you should be able to do based on your age, and especially if you spend a lot of time running or walking or just on your feet in general, you should probably be at that number or above it. This table shows the normal average number for people in different sexes and ages. If you consider yourself an especially active person, you want to be above that number. You also want to make sure that whatever number you get on one leg, you can come within 2 to 3 repetitions on the other leg to make sure that things are symmetrical. If you weren't quite able to get the number you were shooting for, you can start doing these 3 exercises, starting with seated, weighted heel raises. You can also do this exercise where you allow yourself to rise up on both toes, transfer weight, and then slowly lower on one. It also helps to do calf raises on an incline so you can strengthen through the full range of motion of your ankle.
Switch legs after 5 to 8 reps. You might be wondering, how does something so simple work? What does it really do? This exercise isn't just about leg strength. It's about improving balance and control, 2 things that become more important as we age. You see, when you raise and lower your heel on one leg, your muscles start to strengthen in ways that help you stay steady on your feet. It might seem like a small motion, but it activates the muscles responsible for keeping you upright and balanced. Over time, those muscles get stronger, and you start to feel more confident when you walk, step, or turn. According to a study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, exercises like the one-leg heel raise do more than just build muscle. They improve coordination and stability. And those 2 things are key to preventing falls. That means, with every heel raise, you're not just building strength, you're training your body to stay coordinated and in control. It's all about being able to move safely through life without worrying about losing your balance. But still, you might be asking, how does this really affect your everyday life? Remember, you're not just building leg strength, you're enhancing what's called real-life strength. It's the kind of strength that lets you walk with ease, get in and out of a car, or climb stairs without feeling off balance. These little movements add up, improving your walking control and giving you the stability you need for daily activities. This isn't just about preventing falls. It's about helping you stay independent and mobile. So, if this is the result of a simple exercise, what could happen if you took it further? Now that you've started strengthening those muscles, are you ready to lock it all in? There's a 7-day challenge you can do to really make this exercise part of your routine. By committing to just a few minutes each day, you'll see noticeable improvements in your balance and strength. So, once you finish the challenge, the next question is, what other simple exercises can take your stability and strength to the next level? The journey has only just started. Number 5. The 7-day calf challenge. Most people think balance and strength are only for athletes or younger people, but the truth is, they're just as crucial for seniors. And here's where the real surprise lies. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes a day to start reducing your risk of falling. Yes, you heard that right. Just a few minutes a day could be all it takes to make you more stable on your feet. So, how does this work? It starts with something very basic. Heel raises. For the first 2 days, you simply lift your heels off the ground and lower them back down. This simple movement strengthens your calves and ankles, muscles that most people don't think about until something goes wrong. These muscles are crucial for staying balanced when walking, standing, or even just moving around the house. But it's more than just lifting your heels. It's about making these muscles work consistently. The more you do it, the stronger they become. But this is only the beginning. Now, what happens after these first 2 days? For days 3 and 4, you add weight. That's right. Now you're making those muscles work even harder. It may seem like a small tweak, but it's the kind of change that makes a world of difference. You see, adding weight forces your muscles to grow stronger, faster. This is the key to improving your stability. But you're probably wondering, why add weight? Isn't just doing the exercises enough? Well, it turns out that your muscles need that extra challenge to build real strength. And with each added step, you're getting closer to a version of yourself that's less likely to fall. So, after adding weight, what's next? The suspense continues on days 5 and 6. You're going to try single leg heel raises. Now, you're working one leg at a time, and this takes everything up a notch. Balancing on one leg is no easy task, and this is exactly why it's so effective. It forces your body to work harder, training your muscles to become more stable. You'll feel that extra challenge in your core, your legs, and your ankles. But here's the twist. While it's tough, it's this exercise that pushes your balance and strength to new heights. By the end of these 2 days, you'll be amazed at how much more control you have over your movements. Now, we're reaching the final stretch. On day 7, you repeat your best version of everything. But this isn't just about going through the motions. It's about noticing how much stronger and more stable you've become. Your calves, ankles, and balance will have improved, and you'll feel more confident moving around. But this isn't the end, because the CDC has revealed something incredible. If seniors engage in strength and balance training 3 times a week, they can reduce their risk of falling by over 35%. That's a massive decrease, right? And this is not only a theory. We met a woman named Linda who also shared her experience. She said that after just 4 days of doing this exercise, she already felt stronger and more stable while simply walking around the house. So, if she can, why can't you? So, it's proven that this simple movement can truly transform your strength and safety. Did you try the basic version or challenge yourself with the 7-day challenge? Let us know in the comments. If staying strong after 70 matters to you, hit that like button and subscribe for more simple exercises that work. And don't forget to share this with someone you care about so they can stay active and independent too.